Welcome back to Commerce Close-Up. A&M Commerce is a very diverse community with students from all different cultures. And one organization, the HSA, Hispanic Student Association, held a celebration on Días de los Muertos, or otherwise known as Day of the Dead. We go to Lily Vasquez now and on her package.
El Día de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, was brought to life on campus by the Outreach and Student Association. Everybody celebrated with food, drinks, face painting, and music.
We usually go to the cemetery and just take flowers, clean the grave, and just be there the whole afternoon and pray for their soul. Most of the stuff that we do here, it's kind of like from the Mexican culture. Because they're the ones who do like sugar skulls, decorate sugar skulls, and then do paper flowers and paint their faces.
To me, it means a day to honor your dead, to honor the dead. In Hispanic culture, it's seen as a day to bring joy to your family members, and most of all, to remember the good memories of the people that have passed on. That's why they even bring live bands of the music that they used to like. They play the songs that they used to like. They bring the drinks that they used to like, especially their favorite foods. But there's a traditional pan de los muertos, which is a bread, which signifies the body. More than just bringing programs on campus like this is an educational component. We also help students here on campus. This is the HSA, the Hispanic Student Association.
This celebration was an amazing cultural experience supporting the dead throughout their spiritual journey. I'm Liliana Vasquez, Maine Media News.
Although October and breast cancer awareness is over, the awareness never stops. Here to speak with us today from Susan G. Komen Foundation, we have Mary Frances Hoover and again Dr. Bellotti to speak with us. Welcome. Ms. Frances, could you tell us a little bit about what you do for the foundation?
I'm the Executive Director for the North Texas affiliate of Susan G. Komen.
And what do you do for the North Texas?
So Komen North Texas, Susan G. Komen is an organization that doesn't provide direct services, but what each affiliate does is raise money to fund organizations that provide those life-saving services like screening and diagnostic mammograms and breast cancer treatment services to women and men who have little or no insurance.
That's awesome. What is the Ride for the Cure?
The Ride for the Cure is a horse trail ride event that occurs every October, and it's a way for us to reach into another community to raise awareness about breast cancer, and it's also a fundraising event.
Now I know unfortunately this year's had to be canceled due to rain, and that's really unfortunate. But what would have all been included in the activities for the Susan G. Komen Ride?
We were so excited about moving our event here to the A&M Commerce Equine Center. The city just welcomed us with open arms, and we had a great event planned, and the decision to cancel is less than an hour old, so we're very disappointed. We had 2 different trail rides, a morning and an afternoon trail ride. There was going to be a dressage demonstration, a stock horse demonstration. We were going to have activities for the kids, and also a band and lunch, chuck wagon style lunch, and we were going to have a grab and go breakfast in the morning.
Was anyone going to be able to be involved in this?
In order to participate in the trail rides, you have to bring your own horse and raise $250. Wow. But anybody can just pay the event fee and come and see the demonstrations and participate in chuck wagon lunch and breakfast.
That's awesome. So to you, what is the importance of breast cancer awareness?
Well, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. And breast cancer, when caught early and confined to the breast, has a 99% survival rate for the first 5 years. And the way that we can save lives and what we know saves lives is early detection. Because when you do catch breast cancer early, there are lots of treatment options. But when you catch it in the later stages, there are fewer options, and it's more expensive. And the survival rate goes way down. Susan G. Komen started as a promise between two sisters. Susan had been diagnosed at 32 with breast cancer and subsequently passed away at 36. And this was in 1982 when she passed away. And she asked, as she lay dying, she asked her sister, who is Nancy Brinker, to promise her to do whatever she could to make sure that women, number one, didn't feel isolated in their journey, and number two, had options that she didn't have, and to find an end to breast cancer. And so out of that promise was born Susan G. Komen. And in the 30 years, or 33 years now, since Komen's been around, we've invested more than $3 billion in breast cancer research and services in our local communities. And that's more than any other organization, with the exception of the federal government. And what's important to us in our North Texas region, we have 13 counties that we serve, from Fannin and Hunt on the east all the way past Wichita Falls on the west.
That's a large area to cover.
It's 14,000 square miles.
Wow.
And we know that in that 13 county service area, this week, 21 women are going to be diagnosed with breast cancer, and 3 women are going to lose their battle. And at Komen, North Texas, that's unacceptable. We want to make sure that where you live doesn't determine whether you live. And we want to be able to provide these life-saving, and we know that a mammogram can save your life. We want to be able to provide those services to anybody that needs it, regardless of whether they have insurance or not.
I love that. I know I appreciate that, because I know personally I've been affected by breast cancer. It's on both sides of my family, and I think in one way or another we've all been affected by cancer in some way, in some sort. And I went out to the campus and I found out what other students had to say about breast cancer awareness and cancer in general.
I haven't been affected by breast cancer, but I feel that cancer awareness is a real thing, and that cancer has affected all of us in some way.
I have been affected by someone who has breast cancer. My high school Spanish teacher, Miss Hamilton, who I was really close with, she found out she had breast cancer when I was still in high school a couple years ago, and our whole town was able to come together and do fundraisers, and she was able to pay for the bills with the money we had raised, and the money we raised for her treatments did pay off, and she survived, and we now celebrate her life.
So my mom had breast cancer. She found out quite early though, so it didn't really affect her the way that it does affect some women. Personally, I would like to encourage all women to go and get tested frequently, and just make sure you don't have that, and also to help other women and help anyone that's affected by breast cancer, just help them in their walk with it.
Parker had a very good point on telling young women and informing women and men, for that matter, to go get tested and everything. What can we do to better inform each other, not just women, men too, to go get tested? How can we, what can we propose that they do to
Your best defense against breast cancer is to know what's normal for you. It's about getting regular screenings, but it's also about looking in the mirror. And if you see something that looks different than the last time you looked in the mirror, go get it checked.
Awesome. Well, I will be sure to be sharing that with everyone, just myself as well. Thank you for joining us on this segment, Ms. Hoover and Dr. Bellotti. We'll be back after this.